What types of social insurance should employers in China purchase for their employees? The answer is 5 insurances and 1 fund, although for part-time employees, employers only need to purchase work injury insurance. Additionally, foreign employees are not required to buy the Housing Provident Fund. Ever since 2006, China has established a preliminary social insurance system known as the 5 insurances and 1 fund. This means every employer has the obligation to buy basic pension, basic medical, unemployment, work injury, and maternity insurance for their employees, as well as a housing provident fund. The base for payment of these 5 social insurances should ideally be the employee's salary from the previous month. However, this base should be within 60 to 300% of the local average salary from the previous year. Some provinces and cities may also use the employee's average salary from the previous year as the base for payment. Regrettably, many companies simply buy social insurance for their employees based on the minimum wage standard rather than the employee's previous month's salary. This non-compliance can lead to employers having to make up the compensation difference for certain social insurance items such as a one-time disability allowance. Certain social insurance items, including pension insurance, medical insurance, and unemployment insurance, are paid jointly by the employer and the employee. The compensation difference caused by insufficient payment base for these social insurance items should be borne by both parties according to their respective payment ratios. Currently, there is no uniform stipulation for the payment ratio of the 5 insurances between the unit and the individual nationwide. Each province and city has different payment ratios, and the same place may adjust the payment ratio at different times. Taking Shenzhen, Guangdong Province in 2023 as an example, the pension insurance payment ratio for the unit is between 14 to 15%, while the individual's is 8%. Medical insurance is borne by the unit at 6.2% and by the individual at 2%. Unemployment insurance is 0.7% for the unit and 0.3% for the individual. Work injury insurance is only paid by the unit, with the ratio varying between 0.14% to 1.14% depending on the position and industry. Maternity insurance, including for male employees, is only paid by the unit at 0.5%. The Housing Provident Fund is paid jointly by the unit and the employee during the implementation of the labour contract and is used to help employees buy or invest in the renovation of properties. In practice, the payment of the Housing Provident Fund is even less compliant than social insurance. It was not until around 2015 that the government began to promote or enforce mandatory payments. According to the regulations on Housing Provident Fund management, the unit and the employee should each pay a ratio of not less than 5% of the employee's salary from the previous year. In addition, the enterprise annuity is a supplementary pension insurance voluntarily handled by the unit and the worker according to the enterprise annuity measures. It is not a mandatory obligation of the employer, and employees can only receive it when they reach retirement age. Some courts, such as those in Beijing, even believe that disputes over the enterprise annuity do not belong to labor disputes. To recap, China's 5 insurances and 1 fund system obligates employers to purchase basic pension, basic medical, unemployment, work injury, and maternity insurance for their employees, as well as a housing provident fund. However, the base for payment should ideally be the employee's previous month's salary within a range of 60 to 300% of the local average salary from the previous year. The payment ratios vary across different provinces and cities and between different social insurance items. The Housing Provident Fund is paid jointly by the unit and the employee and is used to help employees buy or invest in the renovation of properties. For any further inquiries, feel free to contact Dong Wang at wd@royallaw.com. Dong Wang is the founding partner of Royal Law Firm in China and a barrister and solicitor in New Zealand.